Tonight's headlines: Duterte party finalizing senatorial lineup. IATF to study proposal to reimpose bubble policy. COVID-19 reproduction number in NCR up to 1.06. Coronavirus cases in the country at 1,517,903. Philippines global internet speed rankings up. Fabian intensifies into typhoon. ADB maintains a Philippine growth outlook. And Fitch downgrades outlook on banking environment. Good evening. Today is Tuesday, July 20, 2021. I am Elmer Navarro Manuel and this is Tribune News on Q. Here are the stories for this evening. An official from the PDP Laban on Tuesday said President Rodrigo Duterte is already finalizing the senatorial lineup of the ruling party for the 2022 national elections. Eastern Samar Governor and PDP Laban Vice President for Visayas Ben Ibardone said that the initial list includes Public Works and Highway Secretary Mark Villar, Chief Presidential Legal Counsel Salvador Panelo, Presidential Spokesperson Harry Roque, Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade, Labor Secretary Silvestre Bello III, and Cabinet Secretary Carlo Nograles. Also included were House Deputy Speaker Loren Legarda, Information and Communications Chief Gregorio Hunasan, Senate Majority Floor Leader Juan Miguel Zubiri, former Senator J.V. Ejercito, Metropolitan Manila Development Authority Chairman Benhur Abalos, Presidential Anti-Corruption Commission Greco Bellica, and Presidential Communications Operations Office Secretary Martin Andanar. Personalities such as Willie Revillame and Robin Padilla and broadcaster Rapi Tulfo were also included in the list of possible senatorial candidates. The Department of the Interior and Local Government said on Tuesday that the Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Diseases will discuss a proposal to reimpose the bubble policy over the NCR Plus in light of the threat of the Delta variant. The ILG Undersecretary Epimako Densing said that the IATF is set to have a meeting on Thursday. On Monday, the OCTA research urged the government to reimpose the bubble policy over Metro Manila, Bulacan, Cavite, Laguna, and Rizal, or the NCR Plus. Octa fellow Dr. Guido David said a bubble policy would allow economic activity in Metro Manila to continue unhampered and eliminate the need for a tighter lockdown classification. The Octa Research Group said that the reproduction number in the National Capital Region has increased to 1.06, the first time it went over 1 since April 18. A reproduction number of 1 or higher is an indication of the continuous transmission of the virus. In its latest report, Octa said the average daily new cases in NCR increased from 71 from July 13 to July 19, breaking the daily average of less than 700 over the past 4 weeks. Octa said Manila and Makati cities both recorded the highest reproduction numbers ranging between 1.1 and 1.4. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
long distance easy with the Mirage G4.
The Department of Health reported 4,516 confirmed coronavirus disease cases on Tuesday to bring the total number of infections in the country to 1,517,903, even as 10 laboratories failed to submit data on time. This brought the active cases to 46,806, and of the total, 91.7% are mild, 2.1% are symptomatic, 2.7% are severe, and 1.6% are in critical condition. The number of recoveries, on the other hand, rose to 1,444,253 after 5,240 patients recovered from the deadly disease. The death toll now stands at 26,844 following 58 fatalities recorded. Data from the DOH also showed that 54% of the country's intensive care unit beds are utilized, while 36% of the mechanical ventilators are in use. In other news, the Philippines rose a few notches in a global ranking of mobile and fixed broadband internet speeds, according to the latest figures released by global speed monitoring firm Speedtest by Ookla. In the June 2021 Ookla Speedtest Global Index report, the country climbed 2 spots to 75th in terms of mobile internet speed from 77th in May out of 137 countries included in the list. Ookla figures show that the Philippines' average mobile internet download speed reached 32.84 megabits per second, an increase of 0.86 from the recorded 31.98 Mbps in May. Mobile upload speed also slightly improved to 8.92 megabits per second from 8.74 megabits per second in the prior month. In terms of fixed broadband, the Philippines climbed 3 spots to 62 from 65th out of 181 countries. State Weather Bureau Pagasa on Tuesday announced that the severe tropical storm Fabian has intensified into a typhoon. The state weather agency said that tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 may be raised over Batanes and the Babuyan Islands. Residents are advised to continuously monitor tropical. Despite this, Pagasa said Fabian is unlikely to bring heavy rainfall over the country throughout the forecast period. It is also enhancing the southwest monsoon. As of 4 p.m., the center of the typhoon was estimated at 895 kilometers east-northeast of extreme northern Luzon, with maximum sustained winds of 120 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 150 kilometers per hour. We'll pause for a short break. Stay with us.
Araneta City, home to the country's first indoor shopping mall, the world's original Thrilla, and the first ever Bini Bini pageant. Now a place for your first win, your first catch, your first home, your first big break, your first date, and even your first love. Araneta City, the city of firsts.
In business, Manila-based multilateral lender Asian Development Bank retained its economic growth projection for the Philippines despite lowering the outlook for developing Asia. In the July edition of its flagship economic publication, Asian Development Outlook 2021, released Tuesday, the ADB maintained the growth forecasts of 4.5% this year and 5.5% in 2022 for the Philippines. This is the same forecast pegged by the bank in the April edition of its flagship economic publication. the multilateral lender, said that while the Philippines' gross domestic product shrank by 4.2% in the first quarter of 2021, it improved on the previous 4 quarters and aligned with growth forecasts in April. And global credit watcher Fitch Ratings on Tuesday downgraded its outlook on the Philippine banking environment and 6 local banks a week after it demoted its credit outlook on the country amid the economic fallout from the COVID-19 pandemic. Fitch downgraded its bank operating environment score to BB+, with a negative outlook versus its earlier rating of BB+ with a stable outlook. This comes as the local economic growth was lower than earlier expected, as the gross domestic product shrank by 4.2% in the first 3 months of the year. Fitch said that business confidence and private consumption remain sluggish and pose sustained challenges to banking system asset quality. That wraps up the stories tonight. Catch the latest news on our website tribune.net.ph and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Katribu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarcito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the sticker store and search for Katribu. Before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store, Araneta City, Department of Tourism, and Overseas Community Affairs Council member Alan Lin of the Republic of China for their continued support. Again, this is Elmer Navarro Manuel, and you're watching Tribune News on Hill. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good night, and God bless us all.
Manong Joe po!
At Ate Maita.
Matapos ang magkasunod na buwang pagbaba, bagyang tumaas ang overall electricity rates ng halos 9 centavos per kilowatt hour ngayong buwan. At paalala lang po, maging energy efficient po tayo.
Lalo pag mainit. Dahil mas hirap ang appliances at mas makonsumo. Buti may bright ideas tayo na based sa Meralco Power Lab tests. Engineer Alfred?
Alam niyo ba, ang lumang aircon, mas mataas ang konsumo. Up to 682 pesos ang dagdag kada buwan kumpara sa bago. Mas energy efficient kasi ang technology ng bagong aircons. At kung inverter, pwedeng lampas 1,000 pesos ang savings per month. Piliin din yung may horsepower na sakto sa laki ng kwarto. Kung hindi, halos 1,000 ang extra gastos buwan-buwan.
Sundan ang tips na to. And visit our website para you have the power this summer.
Ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayan.
Every time I'm on the road, I can expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. Now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Viber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
Hatch something big. The all-new Honda City hatchback with 4 seating modes. Utility mode, long mode, tall mode, refresh mode. The all-new City hatchback. Hatch more life.
Click, click, that's it. Never thought self-service can be this slick. Modify plans in a snap, walang hirap. It's a wrap, just tap the app. Now you can check, view, subscribe, renew. Help and support for you. Out with the Ring apps are the in thing. You know what to do. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Self-service and easy to use. Mas okay tayo dyan. Globe at home and Globe One, all in the Globe app na yan. Instant response, no hold time pa, wala nang hintayan. Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.
Download the Globe One and Globe at Home apps from Google Play Store and Apple App Store now.
Download Globe at Home and Globe One app, all in the Globe app na yan.